Can you identify in yourself that how powerful the lure is for the drug, that you don't care that you're going to die if you take this stuff?
Absolutely, absolutely. Once you've kind of dabbled with those opiates and that kind of selfish beast is running inside you and you crave the drug, it don't matter if it's carfentanil, heroin, or whatever, your mind is kind of running on this insanity path where, it's seeking to get, higher, more, what can I get, all about me. And it don't matter what kind of drug it is. With this one, it is, killing more people, but, once you're operating in that addiction, it turns your mind almost to an insanity mode to
You
where...
don't care.
Exactly.
You know that you're going to die from this. And you, as someone who's sober, Pastor, how do you talk to these individuals when they're in that state?
Well, I don't know if you can talk to them in that state other than just to say we're here with you.
Right.
And you connect with people like Tyler who are connected in the sober living environment, who have stories of recovery, who want to get back. And so you try to make those connections. And it's definitely grounded in our faith, right? So that's, most of the people that we encounter have some sense of God, and then as you start to have those conversations about, is this the best you, or is this the life you really want, and you find out that that's not, but they don't know where to turn. They're kind of stuck in that rut. And so it's one thing to have the big ideas and say, this is where we should be, this is what we should do, but the question is, how do you get them from A to B?
Right.
And that's why, the work that Tyler's doing is so important.
So let's ask you that when you sit down and you talk to someone, how do you know they've hit their bottom and they're ready to make a change? Why do they come to you?
Fairly simple. You just basically find out what they're willing to do. If they're willing to go to any lengths, you can kind of tell, okay, this guy's serious. If they're willing to, follow direction or be obedient to something other than themselves, you can usually tell when someone's at their bottom. It's the indicator right there.
Right. Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I guess it does. Yeah. But yet, aren't there people that go back and you think, okay, and they wind up realizing, why is it? There's a physical addiction. I understand that aspect too, but why is it so hard to come to that point?
Because,
I would think after my first brush with death, I'd be, okay, I'm good.
Yeah. You may say it's genetics, spiritual, it's deep, it's a spiritual malady, and that stuff's deep. And sometimes, if you've relied on yourself for so long to say, you know what, I can't do this, and I need to rely on something greater than myself. And sometimes, that's God, higher power, whatever that personal path looks like. For someone to get to that where they totally surrender their will over to something else, that's a pretty drastic change. And a lot of times that's what it takes. So if you're beat up and you've tried everything that self can try, and you're like, okay, I'm out of options, then you're willing to listen and try something different.
All right. Tyler Schmidt is 4 years. He's been clean now from heroin. Dan Hughes is a pastor at Shiloh Methodist Church in Price Hill. And